I don't mean to be rude, but I really don't do small talk.
Nice to meet you too.
So you want to go through more of your crazy stories?
My crazy stories.
But how are we supposed to get out of here if we don't start to trust each other?
I don't need your trust.
Well, I kind of need yours.
2, 1, go!
I took inspiration for this story from when me and my sister were younger.
Look at all of this. It's amazing. I base the story around my dad. All I can do is write this silly story. Oh, we'll face it together. We got this.
Yeah. Follow my lead.
Are you for real, Zoe?
I wrote it when I was a kid.
What sort of devil child were you?
Hands above your head.
What now?
Ah! I did not sign up for this! Brace yourself, Zoe!
PlayStation.
Hi everyone, welcome to a new video about the skill system for Dragonkin the Banished. For those who have only just found out about the game, Dragonkin the Banished is a hack and slash in which you need to hunt down powerful dragons to end their domination and ultimately liberate the world. Dragonkin the Banished will be available in early access on PC on March 6th, 2025 and will release later on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. If you didn't watch our first video introducing the character classes, you can find it via the card at the top right of your screen. As a quick summary, there will be 3 classes available when early access launches. The Knight wields an arsenal of fire, the Barbarian boasts titanic strength, and the Oracle with draconic powers. Now let's get back to the topic of this video. At the heart of Dragonkin's skill system is the Ancestral Grid. Each character class has its own Ancestral Grid, and it evolves as you level up. The Ancestral Grid only becomes a powerful asset when fragments are added to it. Fragments are items that you find as loot and are made up of hexagons. Each hexagon in a fragment represents a skill or a skill modifier. The further you progress in the game, the more powerful the fragments become and more complex in shape. The composition of the grid and placement of fragments are therefore key factors in customizing and optimizing your character's skills. When you place a fragment containing a character skill on the ancestral grid, it appears in your skill bar, and you can then use the skill. You can upgrade skills with modifiers. You simply place a fragment with a modifier on the grid so that it touches another fragment containing a skill. By stacking modifiers, you reach more powerful tiers that increasingly upgrade your character's skills. There is also a keyword system to help you work out if a skill is compatible with a modifier. Let's go to the town's training arena and look at a few examples together. Here you can see the Solar Jolt skill in its base version. Touching the fragment containing the Solar Jolt skill, we'll place fragments containing compatible modifiers, in this case bonus projectile, defensive stance, and repulsion. With just these changes, this is what the Solar Jolt skill looks like now. Here's another example with the resounding strike of the Barbarian in its non-upgraded version. By correctly placing the right modifiers in the ancestral grid, this is how we can upgrade the resounding strike skill. During your adventure, you will also be accompanied by a Wyrmling, a creature with unique powers tied to an element: fire, ice, toxic, or electric. You can change your Wyrmling type whenever you want in the main town. Wyrmling are also tied closely to the ancestral grid. They also have their own skills. By placing a fragment containing a Wyrmling skill right next to a fragment with a compatible character skill, you can trigger an additional effect. Here, my character is accompanied by an electric Wyrmling. As you can see in the grid, we place a fragment containing an electric Wyrmling skill right next to a fragment containing the Knight's Flamethrower skill. A Wyrmling skill only triggers if a condition is met. In this case, it just needs a skill to be activated. The Flamethrower therefore triggers Stormcool when activated. Let's look at another example with the Oracle. In our ancestral grid, we place the Ice Wyrmling Snow Animation skill, which is compatible with the Oracle's Ethereal Stings skill. Its description says that it triggers when an enemy is hit. You can see that when the Ethereal Stings skill deals damage to the training mannequin, the Ice Wyrmling skill triggers. Of course, the Wyrmling skills can also be upgraded with modifiers just like character skills, as long as the modifiers are compatible. Furthermore, a character skill can even trigger multiple Wyrmling skills as long as they are compatible, which further increases customization possibilities for your skills. As you can see, each character class and each Wyrmling type are associated with an element. By triggering your Wyrmling skills, you can use its element as well as your character's element. If you sufficiently upgrade one of your character's skills in the ancestral grid, you enable what we call symbiosis. Your skill combines with your Wyrmling's element. For example, the Knight's Flamethrower skill can deal ice damage if you have an Ice Wyrmling. Symbiosis changes the appearance of your skills as well as their effects. And to give you a good idea of what an optimized grid might look like with all the character and Wyrmling skills modified, here's an example with the Oracle. As you can see, Dragonkin's skill system with the ancestral grid, fragments, and your Wyrmling offer a vast amount of freedom to customize your skills and playstyle. Experiment, combine, optimize, and release your inner ancestral power. Thanks everyone for watching and for your ongoing interest in Dragonkin the Banished. We can't wait for you to play the game, and we look forward to reading your feedback on this video. As a reminder, Dragonkin the Banished will release in early access on Steam on March 6, 2025, and later on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. See you soon for a new video on Dragonkin the Banished.
This is something you have to understand. This thing, it has many faces. Like iridescent crystal. It changes constantly.
So, it can be different things to different people.
It's more than that. It reflects back to us our dreams, hopes, nightmares, but magnifies it 1,000-fold. It's almost distorted, like in a warped mirror. It could be a miraculous cure, or a radioactive poison. For some, it's a source of continuous energy. For others, it's a catalyst for human decline. A tool of enlightenment for the wise, or a vessel of madness for fools. It's a wish granter on a good day, and a deadly trap on all the other days. It could be calling you like a lost love, tempting you like an evil spirit. It could deliver you a multiverse, or condemn us to a dimensional collapse. Will it be our singularity? Or an end to everything?
What did you see when you looked at it?
It doesn't matter. Soon you will face it yourself, Planewalker. And there will be no going back.
I have no choice.
Neither do I, my friend. I hope you can forgive me.
アラディス帝国。かつて錬金術によって栄えたその国は、ある日突然謎の天変地異によって滅亡したという。時は進み、数百年後、いつしか錬金術は悪であり禁忌となっていた。ユミヤと共に広大なフィールドを駆け抜け、失われた歴史を解き明かせ。一気に進もう。
しまった、絡まってほどけない。このままで問題ない。
ユミヤが使う銃はフィールドで様々な役割を持つ。そして冒険の鍵となるのがエナジー。エナジーは落下ダメージの軽減や略式調合など様々な場面で探索の助けとなる。こまめな回復やエナジーアクションの強化が重要だ。フィールドには遺構と呼ばれるダンジョンが点在。強い敵が潜む代わりに貴重な素材やお宝が眠っている。他にもエナジーを徐々に奪われる高濃度マナ領域や歯ごたえのある強敵との戦闘など様々な要素が盛りだくさん。ユミヤと共に謎に包まれた大陸を踏破しよう。何作ろうかな。戦闘や探索で役立つアイテムを作成する調合は材料の種類や品質によって強さが変化する。キャラクターごとの役割に合わせて作るものを決めよう。よし、うまくできたかな。もちろんオートで調合するおまかせ材料投入も実装。じっくりこだわるかサクサク進めるか、プレイスタイルは自由。リアルタイムに進む戦闘では一瞬の判断が試される。インレンジとアウトレンジを切り替えながら巧みに戦おう。他にも操作キャラの変更や回避、ガードを駆使して敵の優位に立つことが重要。そしてバトルの鍵を握るのは調合したアイテム。剣などに変化して攻撃し、状態異常や様々な効果を与える。多彩な攻撃手段を生かして敵をブレイクし、大ダメージを狙おう。さらにアイテムの使用などでゲージが溜まるとアドベントと呼ばれる強化状態に。超強力な必殺技を叩き込め。その他旅を彩る要素が盛りだくさん。キャンプでは仲間と憩いの時を過ごしながら能力を向上させられる。
いただきます。
またハウジングでオリジナルの拠点を作ることが可能。快適度を上げることで特別なボーナスを得ることも。時には衣装を変えて仲間たちとの大切な旅の思い出をたくさん作ろう。私は前に進みたい。どんな記憶も全てが錬金術だと思うから。ユミヤのアトリエ、追憶の錬金術師と幻想の地。3月21日発売。早期購入特典、プレミアムボックス。
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I'm here to give you an exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise. Introducing The Island. With The Island, players enter an online environment filled with WWE-themed landmarks, quests, live events, and shops with up to 50 other players at a time. The Island also offers deep customization, giving players the chance to personalize their My Superstars like never before. As the first of its kind for the franchise, The Island is not just an addition, it's a bold step toward the future. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to The Island. WWE!
Who can stop the head of the table? Roman Reigns! What could this possibly mean for the bloodline?
Consequences need change.
Solo Sikoa has built an unstoppable machine. Roman Reigns has been sacrificed at the altar of Solo.
Like a phoenix rising!
Once, you've met humans. In the last city of humanity, Heavenswell. Imagine that they once ruled this very world.
It's a realm surrounded by springs and waterfalls, where flowers bloom and trees thrive.
They control the rules in Evansville, and humans are just sheep to be slaughtered.
Where there's war, there are profits. It's best if you both sides suffer heavy losses.
We are the same, seeking after far-fetched goals with crippled memories. However, I'm just a feeble scholar, while you possess power.
While the branch can infinitely reconstruct your physical form, it cannot instill hope or faith. Please proceed with courage and caution. path. Welcome, Seeker of the Branch.
Thank you for helping us deal with the void.
Leave this area and proceed to Heavenswell.
There's no escape. The monster is still there. No one can escape.
You must seize the moment.
Follow the will of your heart and embark on your own journey. May the branch guide your path.
Heavenswell. The last city of humanity. Above the decaying ruins roam scavengers, hunters, and bandits, trapped in endless violence, in pursuit of a glimmer of hope. They submit to the city's true master, the church that holds the secret of eternity, and wandering necros that haunt the wilderness. Their might rivals that of gods as they unleash the inferno of war.
Into the abyss, the Seekers shall uncover the veiled truth and awaken the dormant greatness within. When lofty will clashes with unwavering faith, the prayers of thousands shall illuminate the ultimate path. Life changes and transists. Only evolution remains constant.
PlayStation.
Welcome to JDM Japanese Drift Master, a syncade racing game focused on drifting. Let's start with the world of JDM and specifically Guntama, our fictional Japanese prefecture. We created it from bits and pieces from all over Japan and mixed them together to create a best-of for drifting on Japanese roads. We used photos and insights from residents across the country, as well as Google Earth to help recreate the landmarks and vistas to get the proper vibe of the country in the tiniest of details. This can be perfectly observed in our roads, which reflect their actual size and width. So when we say tight and winding mountain passes, we really mean it. Let's be honest. What interests most people about the game is what the driving experience will be. In JDM, we started from a very realistic simulation as the backbone of our physics. We wanted the game to feel like an authentic experience, so that drifting through corners requires knowledge and skill. When we were happy with the results, we started adding arcade layers to the physics to make the game less demanding and lowering the entry threshold for players. JDM is a game that's easy to get into, but hard to master. While on the topic of physics, it influences every single car individually and any mechanical modifications done to it. Add too much horsepower to your car and see it spin uncontrollably. Boost the overall performance of the car by upgrading the ECU unit or installing a new gearbox. There's a plethora of options awaiting the players, with the most advanced parts unlocking fine-tuning options to further adjust your car to your own preferences. In addition to the mechanical modifications, players will be able to make their cars truly theirs, with a robust selection of body kits and standalone parts for visual tuning, from hoods, spoilers and rims, to exhausts and even bucket seats. It's all there, ready to be bought and installed in your dream car. You follow the story of Toma, a young Polish drifter who wants to restart his life in Japan. With the help of his newly met friends, he will start his journey to become the best drift racer in Guntama. There will be fierce rivalries, drama, even romance. Everything you want from a good story. Last but not least, cars. In the game you will find licensed cars from legendary manufacturers including Nissan, Subaru and Mazda. Some of them you have seen in our free-to-play prologue, JDM Rise of the Scorpion. Others will be available at launch, including a Mazda RX-7. We will be disclosing more models as we near our launch date, so keep an eye out for our announcements. We are also actively talking to other companies, so we hope to have some surprises for you in the future. I hope you folks enjoyed this video. It all began as a passion project for us, and with each passing month, the quality bar just got higher. We were very ambitious with the goals we set for ourselves, so if you like what you see, please wishlist and follow JDM Japanese Drift Master on Steam. The game launches March 26th this year.
Each swing of the sword is a reflection of the soul, a manifestation of emotion, and a path to true strength. Even when obstacles block your path, let your sword define you as the victor. With your resilience, overturn the tide of battle. It is time to grip your sword, sharpened only in the heat of battle. Bleach Rebirth of Souls is the ultimate fighting action game where swords clash, strategies shift, and the tide of battle turns in an instant. Sanjutsu, Hakuda, Ho-Ho, Kido, and the sword Zanpakuto, each wielding unique powers. Soul Reapers master these techniques to dominate in battle. Let's guide you through their legendary combat styles. The foundation of sword combat lies in mastering gaps and strategy. Choose your actions, attack, guard, or breaker by carefully observing your opponent's movements and maintaining the perfect distance. Each action is part of a three-way deadlock, so use them wisely to exploit openings and unleash powerful combos. Your ultimate goal? Deplete your opponent's Reishi health gauge and claim victory. There are two types of combos, the quick attack combo for rapid strikes, and the flash attack combo for devastating power. Each character's sword has a different gap, strong action, and speed. So it's important to judge how characters can succeed in attacking at a favorable distance. Heat up the battle with reverse actions, powerful moves that can be unleashed by consuming your gauge. Utilize chain reverse moves to seamlessly follow up your attacks. Blow away any opponents with a burst reverse. Soul Reverse recovers Reishi automatically over time and enhances the step. Turn the tide of battle by extending your combos with Follow Up Ho-Ho and Counter, which evades attacks and strikes your opponent from behind. To secure victory, you must deplete your opponent's Reishi and destroy their entire Konpaku, their remaining life force. Deal enough damage and you'll unlock the powerful Kikon move, capable of destroying your opponent's Konpaku. Mastering the flow of the sword fight and successfully executing the Kikon move will be the key to your victory. Even if your opponent gains the upper hand and your Reishi and Konpaku are weakened, there's always a chance to turn the tide of battle. Fighting Spirit builds up as you battle, allowing you to activate the Awakening state, unleashing a powerful reversal reminiscent of the intense battles in Bleach. Awakening boosts your stats and alters certain characters' actions, unlocking new potential in the heat of battle. Kikon Channel is triggered by accumulating more fighting spirit while awakened. This unleashes a more powerful Kikon move, capable of reversing the situation with a single devastating strike. This thrilling reversal action is the ultimate highlight of Bleach: Rebirth of Souls, where every battle can turn in an instant. Characters differ not only in their preferred distance and speed, but also through unique systems that highlight their individuality and appeal. Signature moves can be unleashed without consuming any gauge. Spiritual pressure moves consume gauge to unleash a unique and powerful attack. Character abilities are significantly enhanced during Awakening, allowing you to experience the Bleach battle style.
You seem fairly strong. I won't hold back.
I will show you how it's used. It's the end.
I should take this a bit more seriously. This is what true despair looks like.
Ichigo!
What is that form I see?
Ichigo!
Ichigo!
Wait! Ichigo!
In battle mode, enjoy offline mode for a thrilling match with your friends. And in online mode, players from around the world test their pride and skills in intense battles. Experience the journey of Ichigo Kurosaki from the Substitute Soul Reaper arc to the conclusion of the Arrancar arc in story mode. Secret Story mode delves into the main narrative from each character's perspective, offering a deeper look at the events through their eyes.
Come on, Orihime. I think this is about enough fooling around.
Develop your skills and further hone your technique by battling through mission mode. And at the store, you can get customizable items like Konpaku certificates for online play, as well as equipment that provides advantages to help you succeed in battle. Additionally, there are plenty of other options available to help you master the battle and enhance your gameplay. The Bleach world comes to life with an array of skills and unique characters. Every match intensifies through heated reversals. Every exhilarating swing determines victory or defeat. This strikes your soul, fueling your drive to fight and win.
To crush you with everything I've got! Isn't it the same for you?
Once that has been accomplished, we can deal with the rest of you at our leisure.
You see, I've had a change of heart, and I can't allow myself to be beaten by someone like you.
Bleach: Rebirth of Souls releases on March 21st, 2025.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us. The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis, all housed in a unit called the Lifehold. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold, are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Another day, another step. Slowly but surely, we're building a sustainable future for ourselves on this planet.
Remember, the clock is always ticking. We have to find that unit before it's too late.
Anytime you need a little extra help, give me a call. I happen to be a pretty competent pilot. That might be a skill you're in the market for.
Irina! Marcus! Red!
You must be purged. This is our calling as Ganglion. The cause of the righteous.
Son, is it possible this is their native planet?
Troops, a trying battle awaits us, but we must repel the coming invasion, no matter what the cost. We're counting on you.
The hostile forces have crossed the perimeter. They've entered NLA airspace.
You're right to be afraid, little girl.
We need that Lifehold unit, no matter what the cost.
We came here to ensure the survival of the human race. The will to live is stronger than the will to destroy, Luxar. Let's go!
People still need me. Humanity still needs me.
That skill!
You're still alive?
This Skell was always leading the way, guiding us where we're needed.
Rated M for mature.
Is anybody there? I need help. Who are you? What are you doing in here? You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant. That's where it all went wrong.
Hey up, stranger. Not saying you were on this stretch before?
The protocol force is here to protect.
New faces often mean trouble, and yet they may bring new opportunities too. Certain death if you choose to enter the woods. What's on your mind, dear?
Come into the light where I can see you.
Keep your eyes open.
The voice in the soil.
You're not welcome here.
Oi!